What's going on, YouTube? Stu here. Getting ready to do a radiator flush on Beastie. So, those of you who know what a radiator is, stay tuned. Those who don't, grab a notepad and a pen. Yeah, we're getting ready to get into this. So, if this is your first time to my channel, I am Stu. That is Beastie. I record everything about his life since I've had him, and that is Beastie Chronicles. So, we're gonna go ahead and get into it. All right, so this whole lovely contraption here is a radiator. Okay, not this part right here, but all this. You can always tell a radiator because that is where your coolant goes into. This is a reservoir tank. Okay, now when you have a vehicle, you either have a radiator cap on top of your radiator, or you have a reserve tank. Now, because this is an F-150, it sits right on top of it. But if you happen to have a car or something else like that, normally it would be over here, next to your windshield wiper fluid, because normally your battery may be over on this side. But the way this in particular F-150 is designed, that's what we have going on. So, in order to do a radiator flush, it's very simple. What we're going to do is, the very first step is we're going to go under to the radiator drain plug, or it's called pepcock. And what we're going to do is we are going to remove all the coolant out of the system. Then the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the radiator flush kit into the system. And you have actually two options. You can either do a 10-minute quick flush, which is where you turn your vehicle on and you turn your heater on high for about 10 minutes, let it agitate throughout the system, get all that other debris that is maybe inside of your system, and you let it flush out. Then you have the extended version where you pour it in there with some water and you drive it around for a couple of hours, couple of days. Let it really thoroughly clean everything out, and then you flush it like that. So I haven't made up which way I'm going to do it, but I do know that I am going to drain it. So boom shakalaka, stay tuned. All right, now every vehicle is different, but if you go under here, and if you look right there, that is my drain plug. So I am going to unscrew that and let it fall into my trusty can here that I need to open up. This is going to hold 16 quarts of fluid, and for my vehicle, that's exactly what I need. 16 quarts. So let's get to it. Okay, so we've drained all the fluid. Then what I did is I took a regular garden hose, and basically what I did is I poured it in there to the maximum, let it drain through, and then it came back out on the other end. I did that twice. Now I am going to fill it with flush and cleaner. Now I'm going to use two of these because I have a V8 and my system requires 16 quarts. So if you look on the back of this in particular bottle, it says here in number 2, pour contents into radiator and fill with water. For systems larger than 12 quarts, use 2 bottles. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to fill it in there and get back with you. One thing to note, while you are letting the adjutant clean out your system, you want to let it run for about 10-15 minutes. You want to monitor the temperature via your gauges, making sure that you're not overheating or anything else like that. So with that in mind, that's why I'm out here while my truck is running. The concentrate orange coolant. Again, check with your owner's manual, and I'll probably do another video about coolant another time. But right now, what this one requires is a 50-50. So I poured this one in, and I also poured in with another gallon of distilled water. So you can get it already mixed 50-50, but I was in a hurry and I just grabbed 2 concentrates because I knew what type of blend I have to mix it with. And just in case you ever forget, 9 times out of 10, they normally have the mixture on the back. And of course, I have a 2015 Ford. So as you can see, I use orange coolant, not green. Now, let me say this. Never mix green and orange coolant. Never, ever, ever do that. Because then you'll have yourself a mess on your hands, and then you'll have to do this radiator flush more times than you care to do. So, let's get to it. Again, this is distilled water and concentrate. So I've already done it with this one right here. This is already mixed 50-50. I just took a gallon of water and I split it up into 2. And this will be my other 8 gallons. Excuse me, 8 quarts. And voila. $16 quarts ready to go. So I'm getting ready to put my drain plug back in, and I'm going to fill my truck up with 16 quarts and get it up to running again. Beastie shall ride again. All right, so losing daylight hours and losing battery power. So as you can clearly see, the orange coolant is back in and we're cleared hot again. Hey, want more videos like this, please like and subscribe and comment. If you have any questions about how to do a radiator flush on your vehicle, look at this one. It's real simple. Drain plug. Drain, make sure you catch it. If you spill anything, please, 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 make sure you dilute the area with water. Use a catch can. Use a catch can. Drain, fill with coolant, cleared hot. Put the cap on. Never ever take the cap off while the engine is hot. Make sure that you're always doing this when the engine is cooled. I'm Stu. That's Beastie, and we're out.